Hey there and welcome back to the channel. My name is Janosch and today I want to talk about the new Notion feature called synced blocks that Notion has just introduced, which is a really powerful feature that will definitely change how you use Notion because it allows you to create blocks that are actually synced across different pages, which means that if you change them in one place, they will update in all the different places that you use them. This is something that's really useful in many different use cases. So let's get right into the video without further talking. Just one more thing before we start. I'm currently doing a survey on Notion users to help me improve my Notion 101 course, which has by this time helped almost 3,000 people learn how to use Notion. So if you have a couple of minutes of your time and you use Notion, then it would be great if you could take the time to fill out the survey, because this would really help me out to improve my online courses and also to improve my YouTube content on Notion. You'll find the link to the survey as the first link in the video description. Alright, so let's see how these sync blocks actually work. And basically you can add them to your page just like you can add any other block in Notion to your page, which is by typing in the slash symbol and then searching for synced block, and you see it will already appear right here. Now if we click on this, this will insert the block into the page. And now we see this red outline, which is something we haven't seen before. This is new for synced blocks, and it basically tells you that whatever is inside of this block, of this red block, will be part of the bigger synced block. Because you can not only have one individual block in there, you could have many different blocks. For example, you could have a heading, text, an image, whatever. So let's actually do that right now. So let's add in a heading. This is a heading. Then we could add a text. This is a text. And actually, why not also add an image in here? So we can type in /image, and we'll just choose one from Unsplash. So let's use this hot dog one right here. All right, so now we have this sync block, and you see the red line goes all around all the different parts of it. And I actually already have another page open right here as well, because now we'll see how this actually works. And now if I click on the entire block, or the sync block, and click on copy and synced, you'll see that I get this copied message down here. And now I can actually copy this into another page to sync these two pages together. So let me just paste it into this resources page right here. So Control V. And you see we get this block right here as well. Now this is nothing that's new for now, because you could obviously paste blocks or types of content from one page to another before. But now watch what happens if I actually change the text here. So if I say this is a heading for a synced block, you'll see that it actually updates over here as well. And for example, I could also add a different block. So I could say I want to have a to-do item in here, to do. And if we give it some time, we'll also see that this block will also update. Now it takes some time sometimes, but that's just how it is. Right, and now I've refreshed the page, and now you see that this is also synced. Now this also works on the same page, so I could go in here and click on copy sync again, and then just paste in the same thing over here as well. And then the same thing works. So if I just add in a different element in here as well, let's say this time I want a toggle list, for example, you'll see that the toggle list appears up here as well, and then also in this block on the other page. Now sometimes you might want to remove an instance of the sync block from the synchronization, and so what you can do is in the instance, for example in here, you can go into this menu and then you can click on the unsync option. And if you press this button, then this will be not synced anymore. So if I now, add an element in here, let's say want to add a quote this time, then you see it appears right here, but it doesn't appear in the block that we just unsynced. And also you can do this for all of the blocks, all of the instances, by going to the parent element. So the first element that you created, which kind of initiated this block. So if you go up here, you see that this is the original. This is where this synced block was created. And if you go to this block, which is the one right here, and then go to the settings, you can actually click on unsync all, which will then remove the synchronization from all of the different instances that you have ever created. So be careful with this, but sometimes it might be useful for you. Now there's actually also another way in which you can sync these blocks, and this is actually just by copy and pasting the content. So I have this block prepared right here, so it has a couple of different elements in it, and I can just get all this content, copy it, and then go to a different page right here, then click on paste. And now you see I have these options down here. So I could either dismiss this, or I could say paste and sync. And if I do this, then these two will turn into sync blocks. So let's see how this works. And now this is a sync block. And yeah, this will actually now be synchronized with what we have on this other page as well. And this is an even quicker way. If you already have content on your page and you want to create a sync block out of it, this is what you can do. Now this is a really powerful feature from Notion, and there are many use cases which this could be really useful for. For example, one thing that comes to mind is to have an FAQ section, for example, in your company wiki that you want to update in one central location, but that maybe lives in different places. And so you can have a sync block of all the different questions that are answered in the FAQ. And whenever something changes, you just have to make changes in the like the original block, and then all the instances will update. So all your teams and all the people in your workspace will stay up to date with what's happening and what the actual current rules are, for example. And also, if you have templates in multiple different places, then this can be really helpful by keeping these templates in sync. So this is something that's really useful for me because I have lots of templates. And sometimes I use the same or like a really similar template in different databases, and then if I make changes to the template, I have to change that in many places. And so with this feature now I can just create a big sync block, and then I just have to make these changes in one place, and the changes will then be reflected in all the other places where this template is being used. And that's really just scratching the surface. There are so many more use cases that this is really useful for. So if you have other things that you are going to use this for, please let me know in the comments down below because I'm really interested in what you are going to be building with this. And also don't forget to take the Notion survey because that would really mean the world to me. It helps me out so much to get feedback from you on you know, things I can improve about my content and my courses. So this would be really helpful, and it only takes a couple of minutes. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.